All right, workout worthy, welcome to Total Body Conditioning. Today we are doing a back and bicep strength training workout. It is going to increase your heart rate. We are going to burn calories, but we're going to focus on strengthening our back muscles and our bicep muscles. As always, we are going to strengthen our core, but you need to make sure you have great posture, you're sucking your belly in, pulling your ribcage down, and keeping your core engaged through every single exercise. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and use Workout Worthy to be consistent with your workout routine. Now you want to make sure you are warm before you start this strength training. We're going to come down to the floor. We have 15 minutes, that's it. 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds of rest. For this first back exercise, you've got a heavy dumbbell, arms are up, and we're going to do a pullover. Reach overhead to a comfortable range of motion, then contract, pulling back towards the ceiling. Nice and slow, nice and strong. This is a long lever, and we're not working on flexibility, we're working on strength, so it should be comfortable. It's a challenge, but we're not overstretching. Your arms are straight, elbows are soft. We're not bending the elbows, and we're not extending the elbows. This movement comes from your shoulders. Visualize your shoulder blades separating as you reach overhead, and then contract your back, pulling your shoulder blades back towards your spine as you lift the dumbbell up. Rib cage is pulled down, core is engaged, 45 seconds of work, and we are done. Now you're gonna carefully come up because the next exercise is a wide grip bent back row. Heaviest weight you can do in good form, hinging so your chest is past your toes, numbers of the dumbbells touch. Here we go. Wide grip, bent back rows. We're elongating from our tailbone through the crown of our head, keeping our shoulders low and relaxed, keeping our neck long and lean. Rib cage is pulled down, belly is sucking up towards our spine, working our core as we strengthen our back. Make sure your shoulders are not shrugging as you lift the dumbbells. I like to visualize a pencil in between my shoulder blades, and I hug that pencil every time I contract. I am using 10-pound dumbbells just as a reference. Sometimes I do go as high as 12-pound dumbbells for bent back rows. Bring it up. We're gonna do a second set of bent back rows, but this time with a narrow grip. I'm gonna stay with my heavier dumbbells. Big shoulder roll. Our body is in the exact same position. Knees are soft, hinging forward, narrow grip. Pull the dumbbells up towards your hip bones, feeling your elbows graze your sides as you lift and as you lower. Comfortable range of motion so you are not pulling too high. You do not want to feel a stretch in the front of your shoulder while you are strengthening your back. This narrow grip, I'll show you from this angle. Elbows stay in nice and close. Breathing throughout every single challenge. Contract, control, lift, and lower. 15 seconds. Our last back exercise is going to be a rear delt fly. Longer lever with straight arms, so I'm going to go to my lighter resistance, 8 pounds in both hands. Hinging forward, here we go. Straight arms as we contract the back. Our body doesn't move, so don't let your body bounce. You're not lowering as you lift, you're not lifting as you lower. Reach and control. Reach and control. Now from this angle, the highest you would want to go is just short of parallel. I'm not going quite that high so that I can maintain good form. Arms are straight, elbows are soft, contracting the back. Very long lever, so that's why I'm using lighter resistance for the rear delt flies than I did for the bent back rows. Time for biceps. We have 3 bicep exercises. Knees are soft. I'm gonna stay with my 8-pound weights, and we're gonna start with a hammer curl. Big shoulder roll, shoulders are level, hips are level, fingers face in, 45 seconds, contract and control. We've got great posture, Feel like you're stretching the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Rib cage is pulled down, abs are tight, we're breathing. Contract the bicep, that is what bends your elbow, and that is what lifts the resistance. We're not swinging, we're not using momentum. Contract and control. Wrists are neutral, so don't flick your wrist at the bottom and don't curl your wrist to lift. Almost like you have a brace on your wrist. You're stabilizing through that joint, allowing your bicep to do all of the work. Traditional bicep curls, we're gonna actually do a V curl. So start with your fingers in, and then it's a quarter turn coming up into a V. We are not externally rotating. Do not go past this V. Let's go. 45 seconds. Combo curls, starting with that narrow grip, and then a little bit less than a quarter turn, contracting up. Our body hasn't changed. We have the same great posture, the same length, the same core engagement. Our elbows are still glued at our sides. They're not swinging back. They're not curling forward. Wrists are neutral. My wrists want to get a little bit more involved with this combo curl, but don't let that happen. Keep going. We only have one more arm exercise left after this set. Great job. Now, the next exercise is serving biceps. I'm gonna go even lighter. These are 6-pound dumbbells. I'm gonna have my elbows bent. We're gonna extend and pull back. 45 seconds. Reach and lower. So our body hasn't changed. The same posture, the same alignment, the same core strength. We're reaching. The highest you want to go is just under parallel. Lower is fine, but do not go higher. Side view is really important because our body doesn't move. We're not leaning back as we reach. We're not hunching forward as we contract back. Comfortable range of motion, but this is such a challenge. I'm going to put one weight down so you can really see this medial head of my bicep. That is where this emphasis lies. So good. Working your biceps in this plane. Nice. Now we have 15 seconds. You know all of the exercises, and we're going to go through them one more time. So, depending on how you feel, can you go heavier? This is a strength challenge, so you want the resistance to be heavy enough. Pull over. 45 seconds. Reach and contract. Now, I'm not as fresh as I was the first go around, so this already feels more challenging. I'm using my heaviest dumbbell, my 10-pound resistance. I'm gonna go a little bit slower just to make sure that I can maintain my good form and I'm isolating my back muscles. Exhale as you pull over. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. And I'm working my core almost as much as I'm working my back, trying to maintain that neutral spine through this exercise. All right, carefully come back up. We have 15 seconds of active rest. We're gonna do our wide grip, bend back rows, bend your knees, lift with your legs, sticking with my heavies. This is our second and final round. Hinging and wide. Pull, control. Pull, control. Shoulders are low and relaxed. I don't think I showed you this angle the first time, but it gives you an idea of how wide those elbows go. Chin is level, we're not looking up, we're not looking down. And from the side though, you can see my elbows, they're a little bit closer to my rib cage than they are to my shoulders. If I were to be here, I would be impinging my shoulder joint. We want to be here. That little bit of a difference makes a big difference. Great results come from great form, and it's also how we prevent injuries. Bring it up. Narrow grip. Second and final. Adjust your weight if you need to. Focus on that strength challenge. Elongate as you hinge. Here we go. Pull, pause, lift, and lower. Exhale and inhale. Contract, control. Pausing at the top, pausing at the bottom. This narrow grip. Body doesn't move, legs are stabilizing, core is stabilizing. So even though we're strengthening the back, all the muscles participate and we get benefit. Pull, control, pull, control. Our last back exercise, those rear delt flies. I'm gonna bend my knees, lift with my legs, and get my lighter middle resistance. These are 8 pounds, just as a reference. Same body position, fingers face in, long lever. Here we go. Contract, control, reach, and lower. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. From this angle, no winding up, no momentum. The movement starts with a muscle contraction. So important. Control the lower. Don't just let your arms fall. Exhale and inhale. Biceps. 3 bicep exercises, starting with those hammer curls. Knees are soft, hips are level, big shoulder roll. My posture muscles are getting tired, but I'm gonna fight for great posture every set. Hammer curls for 45 seconds. Our second and final. Feel that length through your spine. Feel that strength through your core. Contract the bicep. Don't think about lifting the dumbbell. Think about that bicep contraction. That is what bends your elbow, and that is how the dumbbell gets lifted. Your hands, your forearms are holding the dumbbell, but it's your bicep that's lifting it. And when you focus, you can really feel that. Two bicep exercises left. These are soft, abs are tight, exact same. We're starting with our fingers facing in, but this time it's that quarter turn. These dumbbells are feeling heavy. Fight for good form. Here we go. Exhale and inhale. Contract, control. Pause at the top, pause at the bottom. Breathing. That quarter turn, no external rotation. You want to protect your elbow. You don't want to have that inside, that medial part of your elbow feeling strain or feeling stress. Your bicep is what's contracting to curl and to lift the dumbbells. I'm slowing down a little, but I'm keeping good form and I'm making sure that my body is not helping. Serving biceps. Our last upper body strength move. Arms bend to 90 degrees. These are 6-pound dumbbells. They already feel really heavy. Here we go. Serve and control. Extend and bend. Shoulders are low. So if you notice, my shoulders are not shrugging up towards my ears. They're staying low and relaxed. My chin is level, neck is long. Parallel is the highest you want to lift, but remember, lower is fine. Higher is not for our goal today. Stretch towards the ceiling. It is very common to lean back and to hunch forward. So think about your body position, and if you need to lighten your resistance to maintain good form, go right ahead. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Now that was 14 exercises. We have 1 minute left and we're gonna do a plank. If you wanna stay upright, you can go against the wall. On the floor, you can be on all fours. You can be modified with a straight line head to your knees or lift and hold on your toes. Final exercise, here we go. Straight line head to the floor, If you are on your toes, watch your heels. Quite often we press our heels back. We want to shift so our heels are right above our toes. Rib cage is pulled down. Belly is sucking up towards your spine. And your head is an extension of your spine. We do not want to lift our chin and look forward. That will pinch our vertebrae and tend to sink our hips. We also don't want to tuck our chin or look at our hands. That will close our airways and will also tend to round our back. Keep your chin level. Arms are straight, elbows are soft, pressing the floor away through the pads of your fingers, pads of your palms. And we are done. That was 15 minutes. Back strength, bicep strength, and core strength. Heart rate got elevated, so we did burn calories. Not only when you do total body conditioning, you burn calories during the workout, but you have an afterburn where your metabolism is elevated after the workout is complete. TBC also builds muscle. Muscle is the engine to your metabolism. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, even at rest. It helps with how you look, how you feel, and how you function. That is why I am so dedicated to total body conditioning routines. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, make sure you do a cool down on your own, get that heart rate lower. Come back and join me anytime.